Michigan football just secured its future, not for one season but for the next 3, and it all starts with a 17-year-old phenom named Bryce Underwood. He's got the arm, he's got the mind, and now he's got the jersey. Bryce Underwood, the #1 quarterback in the nation, is stepping onto the field in Ann Arbor, and he isn't just expected to play, he's expected to lead. This isn't just the beginning of a quarterback's journey, it's the dawn of a new era at Michigan.
This is Plumber Football. Give it everything.
Bryce J. Underwood was born on August 19, 2007, in Detroit, Michigan, and raised in the close-knit community of Belleville, a place that would soon become inseparable from his football rise. From the time he first picked up a football at just 4 years old, Bryce was captivated by the quarterback position. By 6, he was leading youth teams, and by middle school, he was already consuming game film like a varsity veteran. His growth, both as an athlete and as a person, was guided by his parents, Jay and Beverly Underwood, who instilled in him a steady mix of humility and hunger. At Belleville High School, coaches DeJuan Rogers and Calvin Norman helped refine the mechanics and mindset of a young quarterback with rare talent. And while the spotlight found him early, Bryce never hid from it. Instead, he leaned into it, responding to outsized expectations with outsized effort. During his sophomore year, Bryce underwent a major growth spurt, stretching his frame to 6'4" and eventually filling out to a college-ready 230 pounds by the time he graduated. This physical evolution gave him the upper body strength to rifle throws into tight windows and the lower body strength to absorb contact as a dual threat runner. As a 4-year starter for Belleville, a rarity in elite high school football, Bryce led the Tigers to a 50-4 overall record, orchestrating back-to-back state championships in 2021 and 2022. Across those seasons, he threw for a jaw-dropping 152 touchdown passes, breaking the state's all-time record, and totaled 179 touchdowns, a mark unmatched in Michigan high school history. His career yardage topped out at 12,919. A display of both his longevity and his consistent dominance. What's remarkable isn't just the scale of his production, but the trajectory. As a freshman, he tossed 39 touchdown passes, as a sophomore, 37, then 44 as a junior, and even as a senior, facing constant double coverage and defensive schemes designed specifically to contain him, he delivered 32 touchdown throws and added over 600 rushing yards for good measure. His accolades followed his impact. Bryce was named Max Prep's National Freshman of the Year in 2021 and repeated as their National Sophomore of the Year in 2022. He earned Michigan's Gatorade Player of the Year honors back-to-back in 2023 and 2024, and capped off his high school journey as the 2024 recipient of the prestigious Michigan Mr. Football Award. Rarely does a quarterback dominate all 4 seasons at a top-tier program. Even rarer still is a player who continually levels up while carrying the weight of national attention. Bryce Underwood didn't just maintain greatness, he expanded it. In January 2024, Bryce Underwood shocked no one when he committed to LSU. The Tigers had been recruiting him aggressively, and their offer, reportedly worth $1.5 million annually, was considered competitive in the evolving NIL landscape. But what followed over the next 10 months would redefine the rules of college football recruiting. By November 2024, Underwood flipped his commitment to Michigan in a move that sent shockwaves through the sport. The reason? A record-breaking NIL deal reportedly worth $10.5 million over 4 years, with some sources suggesting the final figure may have reached $12 million. That number didn't just dwarf LSU's offer, it reset the market. At the time, it was the largest NIL deal ever signed by a high school athlete, and it instantly positioned Underwood among the top earners in college football, rivaling even NFL rookie contracts. But this wasn't just about money, it was about legacy, loyalty, and leverage. Bryce's decision was deeply personal. He had grown up just 30 minutes from Ann Arbor, and the idea of becoming a hometown hero, of building something historic in his own backyard, began to outweigh the allure of Baton Rouge. He took a secret visit to Michigan, shadowed head coach Sharon Moore, sat in on team meetings, and connected with the culture. That visit changed everything. Behind the scenes, a constellation of influential figures rallied around him. Larry Ellison, billionaire co-founder of Oracle, and his wife Jolyn, a Michigan alumna, were instrumental in funding the deal through Michigan's Champions Circle NIL Collective. Dave Portnoy, founder of Barstool Sports, helped broker conversations with Underwood's family, while Tom Brady, the GOAT himself, offered mentorship and guidance, reinforcing the idea that Michigan could be the launchpad for greatness. The fallout was immediate. LSU fans were stunned. Head coach Brian Kelly responded by launching a $1 million NIL match campaign to shore up the Tigers' recruiting efforts. Critics questioned whether Michigan had gone too far, and some insiders speculated that Underwood's recruitment might remain fluid if the Wolverines faltered on the field. But Bryce silenced the noise with a simple message on social media: business is his business. And then came the viral moment that captured hearts. Bryce gifted a brand new Chevy Equinox to his high school security guard, Michael Darty, as a thank you for years of support. It wasn't just a flex, it was a statement. Underwood wasn't just cashing in, he was paying it forward. Michigan didn't just win a recruit, they won a cultural shift. In the NIL era, Bryce Underwood became the symbol of a new kind of athlete, one who understands his value, embraces his community, and chooses legacy over geography. Bryce Underwood doesn't just look the part, he plays it with a level of polish and poise that defies his age. Standing at 6'4" and weighing 230 pounds, he's drawn frequent comparisons to Josh Allen for his size and his ability to combine raw power with finesse. Since arriving in Ann Arbor, Bryce has added 15 pounds of muscle, transforming his frame into one that's already NFL ready, even before his 18th birthday. His playing style is a blend of pro-style precision and dual-threat explosiveness. He can launch deep balls with a rocket arm that scouts say rivals any quarterback in the country, yet he's just as dangerous when the pocket collapses, capable of escaping pressure, making defenders miss, and turning broken plays into highlight reel moments. His ability to throw on the run, read defenses pre-snap, and deliver with velocity makes him a nightmare for defensive coordinators. But what truly sets Bryce apart is his mental maturity. Head coach Sharon Moore has praised him as humble, hard-working, and driven, noting that his biggest strides have come in processing complex playbooks, mastering huddle procedures, and building chemistry with receivers. Offensive coordinator Chip Lindsey, known for his quarterback-friendly system, has tailored Michigan's new power spread offense to maximize Bryce's strengths, tempo, vertical passing, and mobility. Bryce is currently competing with Mikey Keene, a senior transfer from Fresno State, and Jaden Davis, a redshirt freshman. But insiders and coaches alike suggest that Underwood is trending toward QB1, thanks to his command of the offense and his ability to lead with quiet confidence. It's exceedingly rare for a true freshman to arrive at a Power 4 program with both the physical tools and the mental acuity to start immediately. Bryce Underwood isn't just ready, he's redefining what readiness looks like. After a turbulent 2024 season that saw Michigan cycle through 3 starting quarterbacks and finish with the 130th ranked passing offense in the country, the Wolverines entered 2025 with a clear mandate: rebuild the offense from the ground up. That mission began with 2 seismic moves: hiring Chip Lindsey as offensive coordinator and flipping Bryce Underwood, the nation's top quarterback recruit, from LSU. Lindsey, known for his work with quarterbacks like Drake May at North Carolina and Jarrett Stidham at Auburn, brings a power spread system that blends physicality with explosiveness. His philosophy is rooted in tempo, vertical passing, and adaptability, a perfect match for Underwood's skill set. Lindsey has said his goal is to build the most physical and explosive offense in the country, and Underwood gives him the ideal weapon to do just that. So, will Bryce start right away? All signs point to yes. Despite being a true freshman, Underwood has impressed coaches and teammates with his work ethic and leadership. With Mikey Keene recovering from injury and Jaden Davis still developing, Underwood has taken the majority of first-team reps during spring and summer practices. ESPN and multiple insiders project him as the Week 1 starter when Michigan opens against New Mexico on August 30th. Head coach Sharon Moore has said the QB competition will continue into fall camp, with a final decision expected just before the season opener, and his ability to execute Lindsey's fast-paced offense have made him the favorite to lead the Wolverines from day one. Michigan isn't just plugging in a freshman quarterback, they're installing a new identity. Underwood's arrival resets expectations and positions the Wolverines to reclaim national relevance. He's not a placeholder, he's the blueprint. Bryce Underwood isn't just Michigan's quarterback, he's the program's pivot point. Michigan landed a generational talent with the poise, pedigree, and physical tools to change the trajectory of the entire Big Ten. In his freshman season, expectations are high but grounded. Analysts project Underwood to throw between 2,800 and 3,100 yards, with 21 to 24 touchdowns, and add 250 to 300 rushing yards on the ground. That would place him among the most productive true freshman quarterbacks in Michigan history, surpassing J.J. McCarthy's debut, and rivaling the early seasons of Trevor Lawrence and Sam Howell. If he keeps turnovers low and leads Michigan to 10 wins or more, it could go down as the best freshman campaign the program has ever seen. But the real intrigue lies in what comes next. Over the next 3 seasons, Underwood is projected to be a multi-year starter, a Heisman contender, and a future first-round NFL draft pick. His combination of arm strength, mobility, and leadership has already drawn comparisons to Josh Allen, and his early command of Chip Lindsey's offense suggests he's physically ready and mentally ahead of the curve. So how far can he take Michigan? A Big Ten title is well within reach. While other Big Ten contenders are breaking in unproven starters, Michigan's landing of elite freshman Bryce Underwood offers a higher ceiling and immediate excitement at quarterback. A college football playoff berth is realistic. ESPN's FPI gives Michigan a 25.3% chance to make the playoffs in 2025, and that number could rise quickly if Underwood delivers early wins against Oklahoma and USC. A national championship? That's the dream, and it's not far-fetched. Michigan's defense remains elite, the schedule is favorable, and Underwood's ceiling is as high as any quarterback in the country. Michigan isn't just rebuilding, they're reloading. And with Bryce Underwood at the helm, the Wolverines aren't chasing relevance, they're chasing rings. Michigan football isn't just another program, it's a legacy. A cathedral of college football where generations of greatness have walked through the tunnel and taken the field at the Big House. From Heisman winners to national champions, the maize and blue tradition runs deep, shaped not by moments alone, but by the standards that define the Block M. And while no player is ever bigger than the program, not Tom Harmon, not Desmond Howard, not Charles Woodson, Michigan has always been built on pillars, cornerstones, game changers who come in, elevate everyone around them, and leave the winged helmet better than they found it. Bryce Underwood is that next cornerstone. He's more than a five-star quarterback. He's the bedrock of what comes next, a player with the vision, talent, and temperament to guide Michigan into a new chapter, one that's not chasing history, but writing it. With Underwood under center, Michigan remains a contender on the national stage. So if you're a Michigan fan, buckle up. If you're a Big Ten rival, be very afraid. The Bryce Underwood era has officially begun. That's all, folks. Thank you for watching, and as always, give it everything.